Hey buddy, it's Mac with Momentum here. Just taking a look at your Google AdWords account. This is your new account. This is within my MCC where you see all my different accounts in here. I'm just going to take a look, deep dive into your campaigns, settings, ads, ad groups, keywords, everything with regards to your account. Do a little comparison to my account. This is for Phone Repair Philly. Main thing is just to get the most out of your money. And that can mean a lot of different things compared to the industry and what you're trying to do. Obviously, I know a lot about this industry. We're trying to get more repairs, so we need more leads, more phone calls, more form submissions, more click to get a quotes. We need to have all these things tracked. I believe we have the click to call tracked. I believe we have the click to get a quote tracked. And we have the form submission being tracked. But what we need to do is assign a conversion value. Let's say this equals $3 or a phone call is $4. They're not arbitrary. They're based on the attribution and the return on the investment, and that way we can understand the conversion value. Because these conversions, let's say it's 80 times $5 per conversion. Right there's $400. You spent $2,000. Probably not a worthwhile investment. So that's a bad return on your investment. If we go up in here, let's look at your tools and conversions. And I believe we're tracking a majority of the things, but I think there's still other things that we could be tracking, such as viewing key pages or making sure all the forms are submitted properly. See, there's no conversion values here. This one just has a conversion value 1. These don't have anything. I would do this all within Tag Manager, create these event goals, import the event goal tracking into Google AdWords with a conversion value. Let's take a look back into more of the details with the account. And I see the main campaign. What's good is he does have it split out between by city, so by location. We should really start pushing or thinking about pushing traffic to Cincinnati, which is good that they have this built out. This is the top of your search campaign, meaning like this is your campaign that's spending the most money. $6.50 per click is ridiculous, dude. Like, you should be at less than half that. That's insane. And it's not based on your market. I mean, yeah, that's one thing, but that's because you're trying to show up in the first position. This is not the best position to be in because, yeah, obviously it's at the top of search, but a lot of competitors click it and a lot of people click it by accident. So, I mean, I always click my competitors' ads at the top of search because I know I'm spending them like $4 or $5 a click every time. So I try to hang around in the position between like 2 and 3. Even this one's too high, and it's this dynamic search ad campaign, so that I definitely wouldn't have up there, bidding so high. But I'm just curious about the $98 budget too. Is that to be around $3,000 a month? Just curious how they got that set up. Click-through rate's not even that great for being in the first position, so that's nothing to be proud of there. At the end of the day, it's all about the cost per conversion. Mine, if we look here, is at less than $8 over the past 7 days. I guarantee it's less or over the past 30 days. I bet over the last 7 days it's higher because I have this new campaign that I want to talk about, similar to AdWords Express, which is a whole new thing that you're probably not familiar with. It's driving traffic to your Google local page. And this is a real tricky idea that I'm trying. I wasn't allowed to do it before, but it just started recently. So I've seen a lot of success with it because people trust that it's coming from Google and it's taking people to a Google local page instead of a random website they've never been to before. So if I click here, just like a user would, a potential customer, it takes them to my Google local page. And we're pushing that hard on mobile to get a phone call. So easy, very smart. Okay. If we look at, let's say, last like 60 days-ish. Obviously that one's recent. But if we go into the campaigns here, cost per conversion, around $5. That's unheard of. We still need to input our conversion value. It's something I haven't figured out yet. We can't really use Tag Manager as well on my website because it's not WordPress. So you have a lot more control and flexibility over yours. I'll move that back up to the last 30 days. Regardless, I think you understand you're wasting a lot of money. Let's jump into the settings of this top campaign here. You spent about $3,600 over the past 30 days. That's a lot. I spent close to 1,000. Let's get you off of search partners. We should be bidding at the top for search partners. You don't really need to exclude all these locations, even though it looks like they messed up your traffic before, and we talked about this. Location options are now good. Those weren't before. If you have a high Spanish population, maybe keep the Spanish. Cost per click, don't enable. That's good they don't have that. You're doing manual CPC, so they're doing a lot of manual bidding, which is a lot of legwork. I usually do 2 different campaigns. One is max clicks, and I set like a 50 cent to $1 max cost per click. Usually get around 3rd to 4th position. Or I click target search page location. Well, I want to show up at the top of the first results page. That's definitely something I'd suggest. Accelerated, this means if you have more broad keywords, it's going to show people your ad who's less likely to, or more likely to click, even if the term isn't as good of a term. Like broader terms could get worse clicks. I would do standard, scrolling down, add rotation. They're rotating this indefinitely. I don't see why anybody would do that. Like maybe rotate it 90 days and then optimize, but I usually just optimize for clicks. You know, whatever's working the best, get it more clicks. Going into the ad groups, I break my ad groups. Well, first off, I only focus on like different types of iPhones and then iPhone screen repairs. So I'm like pretty niche with the keywords I target. So if we go to like my top of search campaign, I just search by the different types of repairs that we want to offer. So for 5C, 5S, phrase match terms all around iPhone 5, 5C, 5S, ads also mentioning 5C, 5S, cost per click. Let's see here. We're paying around. Wow, how did that get up there? It's usually not what we're at, so that was pretty interesting. Usually around $2. That one really, I gotta figure out what's going on there. But and then our max clicks campaigns usually around $1. So we're saving a lot of money there, still getting a lot of traffic. Our position is still 2.2, so that's incredible. It's all about like when you're bidding, what you're bidding, and not taking too much legwork on your own. Jump back in here. I wouldn't bid so much on ad groups or keywords that aren't as likely to work as far as getting repairs in, such as maybe LG. You might not close as many LGs because the price is too high. Water damage, we don't close as many of those, so we don't bid on those. And it's definitely not worth bidding $9 on LG clicks. Okay, looking at your ad, so let's go with Samsung repair. Your keywords, there's too many broad keywords and there's not enough focus. It should be like Samsung S6 repair, S6 Samsung screen repair, things around that. I don't know why their max click is up to $45. Like, what is going on there? That is absolutely insane. Stop that. Stop that immediately. And broad keyword terms could bring in a lot of broad, like bullshit traffic. Let's go into the search terms. Actually, let's go back here. Let's go into the search terms. Specific report. Samsung Repair Center. You guys are in a center. Note 3, S7, glass, microwave, Samsung microwave customer care number. Like, what? That's ridiculous. Get out of there. That's why you need phrase match. There aren't enough niche keywords in here. Their click-to-call campaigns aren't even working. This should be in its own campaign. It's good that they're taking this to a direct Samsung page. We could probably build this out for some more keywords, but that's fine. Paying way too much per click. That's insane. Let's go into the ad extensions. Make sure your extensions are set up. Okay, we have the site links. We have the callouts. We have the calls. Probably have call tracking set up because it's White Shark. Message extensions. This is new. Okay, good. You guys have that. Location extensions. Good. And the new one, price extensions. This one could be very good or very bad. If your prices are really good and you want to advertise that, which I think yours are because you have low overhead, I would definitely put price extensions here, because if you show up in the first position, which you have been all the time because you're paying $20 a click, you're more likely to get a better click-through rate, because you could have iPhone 6 repair $99, and that way if somebody already likes that price, they click that, they know what they're getting. So it's pretty easy, no-brainer there. As far as the DSA campaign, dynamic search ads, all website versus iPhones, basically takes people to this page of your website, and I think they have a click tracking there. Let's test this. I guess this is their form of click tracking, but doesn't seem to be working. That's interesting. Anyways, let's go to the auto targets. The all websites using all web pages. iPhones is using iPhone category, iPhone repair page. That's fine. Once again, you want to make sure they have all the extensions, better click-through rates, yada yada. You don't target with keywords. Oh my God. You don't target with keywords in DSA, so you won't see any keywords here, but you can use negatives. They do have a campaign level of negatives. You should add things like Samsung microwave or like fridge, things like that, because you're using a website. Let's go into the settings of the campaign. Get rid of search partners. Using the page. Okay. I'd probably reduce your bid on this type of campaign too. And then you should definitely get back on display if you want to get more branding. And then I would definitely do remarketing if your list is big enough. We'll jump in here, audience. I believe you definitely have it linked with analytics because you have the bounce rate, but you could target all visitors, or if somebody didn't convert, you could target anybody who visited and didn't convert. Maybe they're just price shopping and now they're ready. You could hit them with a display campaign, so like an image campaign after they leave the website, maybe with like a discount code or some sort of discount. I use search with display select, max clicks campaigns. These are really helpful. My cost per conversion is a little high right now because last 30 days, but usually that one does really well. My top campaign cost per conversion is really high, but in general, like these campaigns are just crushing it. Crushing it. I also bid on my competitors, which I get a lot of calls from. Like I bid on Apple and some of my competitors in the area. This is a really tricky way if you're trying to take over some market share of a competitor. What else do I want to jump into? I'd probably make an ad that's less busy, not as much information on it. Landing pages are good. Settings, you're probably going to want to remove most of mobile for display, or at least bid down on it. And then for the display network, you want to make sure you're not showing up on any bullshit websites. So let's see, I don't think you've had many clicks in this campaign anyways, but as far as where the clicks are coming from, obviously I know what I'm doing on this platform and where I'm growing. Crop.is, let's see what that is. And this is the page that still never loaded earlier, so maybe those clicks aren't even working. Crop.is, obviously it's bullshit, we shouldn't even show up there. Got to get off that one, that's a waste of money. Viral fun facts, I'm sure this is a good one. Yep, don't want to be on here. Alright. But yeah, let's get off of there. Cool, so let's have you stop wasting money, paying $20 a click. Let's get you in second, third position. Let's get you in search with display select. Let's implement some conversion value tracking for ROI. Let's just do all the things you need to be doing. And this was just like a higher level approach. I didn't even dig into a lot of details, considering mobile, locations, dynamic strategy, dynamic keyword insertion, things of those sort. Thanks for your time. I know this was 15 minutes, so Mac Frederick, Momentum Digital, signing off. I hope this was helpful. Thanks.